Have you ever come across a law that's so strange it makes you do a double take? Laws that make you wonder, how in the world did that even come to be? Well, get ready to be amazed. Let's watch the 10 outrageous laws you'd never believe are real. But before starting, like this video and subscribe to our channel so you never miss out on videos like this. Let's start from number 10. No kissing in public. Can you imagine a world where kissing your partner in public could land you in trouble? In Dubai, the UAE, public displays of affection are strictly prohibited, and yes, that includes kissing. The law exists to preserve the country's cultural and moral values as the government aims to maintain a sense of modesty and decency in public spaces. It might sound strange to some, especially in the modern cosmopolitan world we live in, but Dubai enforces this law seriously. Those caught engaging in any form of public kissing or even excessive hugging can face fines or even jail time. So, if you're visiting Dubai, keep your romantic moments to yourself or behind closed doors. While Dubai is a beautiful city to explore, it's essential to respect its cultural norms. Kissing in public just isn't part of that picture. Number 9. No spaghetti in the streets. Italy is famous for its delicious cuisine, especially pasta. But did you know that in Florence, it's illegal to throw spaghetti in the streets? This strange rule is in place to keep the streets of the historical city clean and free from food waste. Although spaghetti might not be a common street food, the law specifically targets food being discarded in public places, which can attract pests and create a mess. So, while you're strolling through Florence and admiring its art and architecture, remember this quirky law. You can eat all the spaghetti you want in restaurants and designated eating areas, but the streets? Not so much. The local authorities in Florence take food waste seriously, ensuring the city remains beautiful for both locals and tourists alike. Number 8. No walking an unleashed dog. Imagine this. You're in Rome, the sun is shining, and you're taking a leisurely stroll with your dog. Sounds perfect, right? Well, in Rome, it's illegal to walk your dog without a leash. Yes, you read that right. The law aims to protect both the safety of dogs and the well-being of the public. The charming cobblestone streets of Rome can be challenging for both humans and animals, so the law requires dog owners to keep their pets on a leash while out and about. Not only does it prevent the dog from running into traffic or causing chaos in crowded tourist areas, but it also ensures that the streets remain safe and orderly. While you can still enjoy the beauty of Rome with your furry friend, make sure to follow this simple rule for a stress-free adventure in Italy's capital. Number 7. No high heels at ancient sites. Would you ever think that wearing high heels could get you into trouble while visiting an ancient historical site? Well, in Greece, there's actually a law against wearing high heels at places like the Acropolis in Athens. The reason behind this bizarre law is simple. The ancient monuments are made of delicate marble, and the government wants to protect these sites from any damage. High heels can cause cracks or wear down the stones, which is a problem the authorities want to avoid. Besides that, wearing heels on uneven and rocky ground could lead to dangerous falls. So the next time you're visiting the iconic ruins of Greece, leave your stilettos at home. Stick to comfortable shoes that are stylish, but more importantly, safe and respectful to the ancient sites. Number 6. No spitting in public. Here's a law that might seem a little over the top to some but makes complete sense once you consider the cleanliness of a city. In Singapore, spitting in public is illegal. Singapore is known for its strict laws regarding cleanliness, and spitting in public places is seen as a public health concern. It can spread germs and lead to unsanitary conditions. Spitting also creates an unpleasant atmosphere for pedestrians and visitors alike. Therefore, if you're ever in Singapore, make sure you refrain from any throat clearing or spitting in public. The authorities are very strict about this, and the fine for spitting in public is no laughing matter. Keep it clean and be respectful of the city's pristine environment. Number 5. No chewing gum. Speaking of cleanliness, let's talk about one of the most famous and strict laws in Singapore, the ban on chewing gum. In 1992, the Singapore government enacted a law prohibiting the sale, import, and chewing of gum in public. Why such a drastic measure? The main reason is to maintain public cleanliness. Improperly discarded chewing gum became a huge problem, sticking to sidewalks, benches, and even public transportation systems. This was not only unsightly but also costly to remove. While the law is relaxed for medical gum, prescribed by a doctor, in general, gum is just a no-go in Singapore. So if you're visiting this beautiful city, be sure to leave your gum at home. No chewing gum means no mess, something Singaporeans take very seriously. Number 4. No riding an elephant without a permit. Elephants are revered in many cultures, particularly in India, where they are often seen as symbols of wisdom and good luck. However, it's illegal to ride an elephant in India without a proper permit. The law was put in place to protect elephants from abuse and exploitation. Elephants are used in religious and cultural ceremonies, but the government wants to ensure that they are treated ethically and not forced into activities that could harm them or their well-being. To ride an elephant legally, you must have the necessary permissions, and the elephant must be cared for in a way that adheres to strict regulations. This law ensures that both the animals and the tourists have a safe experience. So, if you're ever in India and dream of riding an elephant, make sure to do so responsibly and legally by acquiring the proper permits. Number 3. No public swearing. Australia is known for its laid-back lifestyle and sense of humor, but did you know that public swearing can actually get you into legal trouble? In certain areas of Australia, it is illegal to swear in public spaces. The law is meant to maintain public decency and ensure that people aren't disturbed by offensive language. So, while you might hear a bit of colorful language on a quiet beach or at a BBQ, using foul language in public can get you into trouble. The fines can vary, but the message is clear. If you want to enjoy Australia's beautiful public spaces, be respectful and keep your language in check. Number 2. It's illegal to flush the toilet after 10 p.m. Imagine needing to tiptoe to the bathroom, afraid that flushing the toilet might break the law. In Switzerland, some apartment buildings enforce rules discouraging toilet flushing after 10 p.m. to maintain peace and quiet. While this isn't a national law, it reflects Switzerland's cultural value of respecting neighbors' rest. The focus on noise control highlights the country's commitment to harmonious living, even if it seems overly cautious. These rules are more about courtesy than strict enforcement, yet they remain a source of fascination for outsiders. Would you adjust your habits to comply with such regulations? This quirky rule leaves us wondering how far respect for quiet hours should go. What's your take on this silent Swiss tradition? Number 1. No drinking alcohol in public. Imagine heading out for a day of sightseeing in Japan, excited to relax with a cold drink after a long walk, only to find out that drinking alcohol in public is illegal. In some areas of Japan, particularly near historic sites and shrines, drinking alcohol in public is prohibited to preserve the environment and maintain respect for sacred spaces. While public drinking is generally tolerated in most places, some locations are very strict about this rule. The law is part of Japan's commitment to maintaining cleanliness, order, and respect for their cultural landmarks. So, if you're ever in Japan, make sure to enjoy your drink in designated areas and always be respectful of the country's unique traditions. So, which of these outrageous laws shocked you the most? Were any of these rules more ridiculous than you expected? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating stories. Thanks for watching. Stay with us and catch us on the next video on the wild and weird world of law.